Amar, and today we are going to talk about Plant for Zombies 2. So, if you want to start playing this game, and levels are going to get tougher and tougher, this is really meaningless. So, let's just talk about the best plans that will give you a lot more bigger chance of beating this game faster, and that's it. Um, when I started playing Plant for Zombies again, for the video for football, I every single day I did one world, and one world a day gives you 10 worlds. Is it 10 or 11? Anyway, so we're going to cover every good plan for each world and how to use them, and by the usage, if you want to play how the originally levels are came out, it's here: Egypt, pirates, then the Wild West, Future, Dark Age, Big Way Beach, and then Ice Age, and then Lost City, Neon Max, Jurassic Marsh, and then Modern Day. So we're gonna go over all of these plans and let's see. So let's start with Egypt. The best plan I would suggest to use is, well, iceberg lettuce and cabbage pult, because pult that does deal a lot of damage, but it's not really that fast at attacking. So his attacking power is not that good, but not that, you know, really useful. But it is the best plan that you will have until you get Bank Joy, that I suggest to use, and in front of him just place Walnut, or just don't. Oh, it's a really good plant. It's level 3, level 2 it deals 20 damage per hit, and he hits really fast. And he is like a early cherry bomb if you give them plant food. So I suggest using Bang Joy mixed with iceberg lettuce. What's also good against taking a really tanky zombies like gargantuars and etc. Next we have its pirate ship. I don't know what's actually the name of the world. And these are all the plants you can see by the background. And best plant that you can use is really hard. Really, all of these plants are not that good. I can say you can go with Bangjoy, but if you want to use plants of the pirates, well, you can use corn pult, but you can as well use spring bee. Spring bean is a giant pain when it goes to sleep. It feels so long, but uh, how pirate ship is made, that level, it's a lot more useful there than in any other level. Trust me. So, especially if you use plant food, it will take care even against chores. If you just have water next, where it will bounce zombie too. That's it. That's it. So if you have levels where something is in between, like water, then use it. But if there isn't, then don't. You probably get which level should you use it. But only in in pirate ship, and never in anything else. But let's go with my least favorite world, Wild West. And earliest good plant you can get is melon pult, what is level 13, aka day 13. Wow. And I think it's day or 12. And you don't have that much even to use at other levels, because some 12 levels, I think, only 12 freaking levels, and some of them you cannot even use melon pult. Oh my god, so that's how that's so hard, seriously. But it is the only good plant in Wild West. But when you get at the end of the Wild West, Wintermelon, then we're gonna get back later. Of the future, far future, well, there are free plants. When you get Citron, just use Citron. It's a good plant. Yeah, it takes longer time, but you need to use some other plants with it, like normal pea shooter or laser beam, because this is not a fast attacking plant, but it does deal a lot of decent damage. So, in case of any pursuit, I will suggest using laser beam mixed with turnip, because yeah, it can deal a lot of damage with a plant food. You place like a row of laser beam and just tile turnips on it. Yeah, and plant that I suggest not to use is magnificent grass. What is my least favorite plant? Because it waits sun. Its sun is kind of important. 50 sun. And it deals, yeah, it deals 550 damage, yes. But only to take one zombie by 50 sun. That you can spend on a primal piece, a primal um, potato mine that you probably know how it's terrifying, right? Next is Dark Age. So all of these bands are decent, except Sunbeam. It's not that good, but it isn't so bad. You suggest to use Sunshroom, then Puffshroom that I forgot to mention that his name came from Puffball as well from last video, and well, Fume Shroom, it deals a lot of damage. Decent, like 45 when it's level 2. And if you don't want to use it, I suggest using or Laser Beam, Squash, Cherry Bomb, Snapdragon, yeah, or Bang Joy. And if you don't want to use those plants and you want to use plants like Pea Shooter, Blower, those, what are zombies, that zombie's name? I don't, um, okay. Jester, yeah, Jester zombie. If you want to use, like, Bloomerang, I don't know why, Jester zombie will spin and throw it back to deal damage to him. Use Iceberg Lettuce. It's still a decent good plant, especially with decently good plant, especially if it has its plant food. So, in Puff Shroom, when you get it, yeah, you can use it a lot more longer than other plants. Really long. So yeah, it got nerfed so it can stand a lot more less. It cannot stay that long when you plant it, but it's still a good plant. Defense is maybe not good, but they are like a shield, small shield. And then again, they still cast 0. Magnus Shroom, immediately when you get it, use it. Because bucket head zombies are a big pain to deal with. So Magnus Shroom will be a lot more useful. So next day is Big Wave Beach. And the best plant I can suggest is Wintermelon. Yeah. So if you don't have Wintermelon, then you can use Tangle Kelp until you get Bulb or Wakantile. Still, I did use Wintermelon and it is a lot more better. And plus use Puff Shrooms, they are a lot more as well useful. They attack until you get enough sun. Um, and Banana Launcher, it's a lot more layered than other plants. Next is Ice Age, I think. So, Hot Potato, eh, I mean, you can get Fire Pea Shooter while we are going to attack later with gems. So, eh, like the best plan you can use if is Pepper Pult. Pepper Pult. And if you have blower, you can use blow combination with Chark Guard. I think I'm pronouncing that wrong. And don't use Stunian. Okay, it's like a temporarily. Actually, it can freeze. It can stun multiple zombies. But yeah, better. Actually, it's better than use That's cool. Iceberg lettuce and ice sage because ice sage they just got slower instead of getting freezed. But there's rutabaga, my favorite plant. I would suggest to use it, but you get a lot more later. So it deals a lot more decent damage. It's to me a level 2, so it deals 15 times 4. Yeah, 15 times 4. That's like a lot more. That's 16 damage. But then again, you will probably have Pepperbolt at level 2, so it will be useful, but yeah. Let's go to the last city. Last city. The best plant you can use, or, well, Red Stinger, or, how do you pronounce this plant? Ake? Aiki? Aiki? I don't know. So this is a good plant, and this is as well. Actually, better to get this plant because it comes better than repeater, just because it's cheaper. It's cheaper, and obviously you're going to place it earlier. But if you want more defensive, you can place it a lot more closer where zombie where zombie comes. So Ristinger isn't that bad, but he isn't that good. Okay, and yeah, this is a good zombie. These are two actually the most useful plants that you can use in Lost City. Next is Neon Mix. What the best plants you can use is just celery stalk. Celery stalk, it deals a lot of damage, okay, but the time is a lot more longer until it recharges. And the other good, what I'm not going to count because you get a lot more later, is Spore Room. That is a good plant because it's a nail plant, obviously. And yeah, these two are the best plants. Fappy isn't is good, but it deals it deals good damage, decent amount of damage, but you need multiple of them to deal damage, okay? As my experience goes. And then Jurassic Marsh. What did improve a lot of good plants. All of these plants are useful except you. Primo Walnut, you're really weak. Sorry, but you're really weak. Only time when you want to use it is when Gargantuars come, so have had it. So placing two layers of primal pea shooter is the best thing. And having uh, perfume shroom the hypnotize those dinosaurs to help you is as well good, but recharge, as I said, it deals these a lot more better amount of sun. But primal potato mine, yeah, it's the best plant you can have in the game. But problem is you get a lot more later than other. Okay, and next is modern day with shadow plants or conceal plants. Conceal plants. Okay. So mushroom. If you have shadow pea shooter, then use mushroom. Am I saying mushroom? Moonflower. Why am I saying mushroom? It's a moonflower. So if you have shadow pea shooter that I don't have anymore, use it, and maybe macadamia nut will be good. I don't know yet. But only good conceal plants are, well, the best one. If you don't have ailment or puffball, use shadow shroom. If you use a plant food on it, it's like a ale plant. It's like an ailment basically. So it's as well a good plant to take care of bucketheads. If you don't have mushroom, literally tanky zombies like bucketheads, those newspaper zombies that. But this was my favorite plant, Dusk Lober. And fun fact, she was my first golden, aka level 7 plant. And don't ask, I'm gonna talk a lot more long time it will pass until I talk how did I get her. So let's now move, and that's it. So what can I say? I just suggest to use not every level these plants. You still have a time to get puffball, so I'd suggest going on it at it and trying to get puffball. Puffball is a good plant, really good plant, and I am suggesting to use it. I have as well pumpkin that is a decent defense plant, so yeah. But other plants, next month there will be Explode wine that I suggest to use if you don't have cherry bomb. Just try to get Explode wine. And what I as well suggest, as I played it, I did the first level of every world so I can unlock the terminus system. That's it. I unlocked the terminus system because and I use these plants only for the tournament, not anywhere else. Okay? So I suggest using Explorer wine, other is macadamia nut, and then that turkey pult. So, or a good plant. Okay, so I'm back. So next are gem plants that you can get by gems, and those include squash, pepper, jalapeno. I have no hypno shroom, peanut, this humming, I this plant, then hurricane, um, fire pea shooter. What? Fire pea shooter, lava guava, and this shrinking violet. So there are obviously a lot of other plants like ghost pepper, um, other plant that I cannot remember, and I think sweet potato is as well a gem plant. So, and fun fact, did you know that the dandelion was a gem plant? Yeah, you could get it with 100 gems, but the game, hell no. So it was changed to be paid with real money to this. So I will say this is better. That's it. So, out of all of these plants, I suggest to use pepper, yeah, jalapeno, ghost pepper, and sweet potato, aka sweet potato combination of a jalapeno, okay, and other being fire pea shooter because he can deal a lot of decent damage that you need. And squash, I forgot about squash. And squash, I will suggest to get him as fast as a level 3 because he can take care of Ganganchors pretty much himself. Because when he's level 3 he can squash 2 zombies. But how does he do that is by jumping on the zombie and jumping back. And that jumping back counts as a attack. And no, it's basically it will hit, but doesn't count as an attack. And when it hits, yeah, so you can use squash to take care of chores, and shrinking violet isn't that bad. I just don't like it. It shrinks zombies and makes them weaker. That is as well useful for chores. So these are all free plants that you use, and I suggest to use them Ramo better. But there are like starfruit that is a good plant. I had it, and then there's bomb grenade, but that and if, as I said, if you don't have sweet potato but you do have jalapeno, but you can as well get hot date. That is combination of those two. That's a really good plant. Then you have aloe. That's I only wanted to had it so I can say that I had it, but I lost it. Yeah. And all of these pea shooter plants are good. The weakest of all of them being Slink Pea because how many they're zombies and he can maximum attack of 5 zombies. Yeah, yeah. And there are then these eventful plants that I suggest. Pokra, I think that I'm pronouncing that right. Imp Pear. Pyrewine only when there's ice. Even electric tea will be good. Olive pit is good, especially gumnut. I use this plant, and it's really the best plant you can have of defensive plant, reinforced plants, because his gun can freeze. Literally, it's like with Stunian. It's like that situation. Just yeah. Every zombie, it's good for Ganganchors to keep them occupied, and it has 8,000 health, more than a freaking walnut. And how it costs? Okay, it has, I think, less than a tall nut. Yeah, a little less, but it's still better than you know. Tall nut. So that's all the free plants that you can use, and which are the best for the world and which are just best, okay? So I hope you guys enjoy. Leave a like if you like the video, comment what you would like to change. If you want to see other my content, subscribe. And what I need to say is about Brawl Stars. There will be a new video coming tomorrow, Brawl Talk, and I saw how the new Brawl looks. And I'm only going to say, stop showing things before they are released. You're really disrespectful for the company. I don't care about spoilers, but just be respectful to people that you're making videos about. So, see ya guys next time. Bye!